Hi, I'm Lucy from Sweet Poppy Stencils, and with this demo I'm hoping to show you how to work with the cracking paint and how fabulous it is and how easy it is to use just by using the two component system, the paint primer and the paint finish. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Okay, so I'm going to show you how easy it is to use the cracking paint. It comes in a two-part component. You've got the primer, and that is a clear base. And whatever colour your base is, so if I'm on black card, I'm going to have black cracks. Because it's clear, it almost seals it for you. And then you've got your paint finish, which is your number 2. And with this one, this is the important one. However thick you put it depends on what size cracks you get. So the finer the layer, the thinner the cracks. The thicker the layer, the thicker the cracks. But remember, you need to brush in different ways, otherwise you'll get your cracks all going up one way. Okay, so real nice and easy. So we're going to apply, we've got a piece of black card, and we're going to apply the paint primer. And this is quite a runny one. I've got a little jar of water to one side so that I can wash my brush in. And all you're going to do is just apply it. And with this one, you only have to brush it one way. You don't have to brush lots of different ways with this one. This is just more or less your sealer. So on and nice and easy. So remember, you're always going to use more of number 2 than what you are of number 1. You're going to get through it a lot quicker. So that's why on the website we put them separate or in a kit. It's up to you. But they're foolproof. If I can use them, then to me they're foolproof. I was the guinea pig. So we've been looking for a cracking system that wasn't too messy, that didn't stress me out if I got it wrong, and this is the easiest way I've found with this one. So excuse the huge tweezers, they're my husband's, just to hold it in one place. Lovely. So nice and smooth, nice, even, smooth. There we go. There. Right to the ends. And then into your water with your brush. Remember, keep the rims of your pots nice and clean, because in a way it is a glue, so it will seal. So we need this one dry, so whether you leave it air dry, whether you leave it, whether you heat it with a heat gun, it's up to you. I'm impatient, so this is why the heat gun. And you'll see how quick this dries. Hold on, get off the paper. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to hold it in one area too long, because you don't want to burn or bubble. You want to just dry it nice and smoothly. How quick is that? Don't panic about the curl of the card, it'll flatten itself out again. And don't forget, you can do this on your furniture, you can do it on your MDF projects, you can do it on card as I'm doing. If you're doing it on furniture, then you will need to seal it. So with a sealer, oops. Never mind, that will get covered anyway with the number 2. Yes. Just working it, making sure it's all dry, and the finish is feels slightly tacky when it's dry. Just make sure it is all totally dry before you actually apply the second one on. Move that away. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to go with number 2. I'm just going to flip that over. Okay. And get my brush that's been in water. I'm just going to dry my brush, so you don't want to change the formula by adding water to it. So just dry my brush. Don't use your real good brushes either, because you're working with glues. So number 2. And remember, this one is the important one. This is, depending on the thickness that you apply it on, depends on your cracks. So the thinner, then the thinner the cracks, or the smaller the cracks. So, and do it different ways so that your cracks aren't all travelling up one way. So again, I'm a little bit stingy sometimes. I apply too little. I need slap it on there. Lovely. And again, in with the tweezers just to hold it. You don't have to use tweezers. It'll wash off with a gentle scrub with your scrubbing brush. Some thickness on there. What you don't want to do is, when you've put a layer on and you've left it dry, then apply another layer on, hoping to get more cracks. It doesn't work that way. It is only a one layer. So don't keep adding layers and layers, hoping to improve it. It won't. Once you've got your cracks, that's what you've got. Okay, so pop the brush into water, keep the rims of your pots nice and clean so you don't get lumps in there, and what you'll see in a second is you'll see the cracks start to appear. So again, I'm impatient, so there they come. Isn't it fab? Burning myself. And you can always tease them by just manipulating your card. But remember, the thicker the layer, different ways with your brush, the better the cracks are, the bigger the cracks are going to be. If you want real fine cracks, then just do a lovely fine layer, and it's up to you. I quite like the finer the cracks, but that's just personally me. Now, don't forget as well, if you're on furniture, you need to seal it with a varnish of some sort, or even a wax. We do a finishing wax, but it's not a waterproof, but it will give you the most fabulous sheen, and I will show you that at a later stage. So let's just manipulate it, tease those cracks. How fab is that? How fab. Can you see all the cracks? Amazing stuff. And foolproof. So if you want to then apply a colour to it, all you need to do is you can use your inks or any inks, your dye inks, things like that. As you can see, I've applied on this one, I've applied Distress Oxides, and I've just blended them over, and then the black poppy is just your black archival, and it's really easy to apply your inks. So again, things like this, that's going to give it fab cracks. And the best way of applying your inks is build your layers up bit by bit. So apply one colour, let it dry, apply a colour, let it dry. If you keep on just applying your colours on top of each other, it just seems to take off what you've previously put on. So I've got, I think I'm using faded jeans, and all you're going to do is, it's really smooth. Just how easy is that? It's just such an amazing product. It gives you the most amazing base to just work on. So if you're into things like distress oxide, your inks, things like that, this is a perfect product for you. So let me grab another colour. Let's go with, excuse my sponges. Let's just, and it's up to you how you apply your inks. You know, I'm not the best, I'm very self-taught, but I get the finish that I quite like, so, and I just keep working at it and don't get scared. You know, the best thing is to just, if you think it's a bit of a mistake, just keep on going at it, and you'll be happy with the end result. Just keep on applying. Can you see what I mean by it seems to take off what you've previously put on? It's almost like a little slippy surface. Just keep working at it. So take off some of that. But I love this product, I really do. I love anything that I can experiment with stencils. Stencils are our core product, so anything that complements them, it's a winner for me. And this just means that it just allows us to take it another step further into the mixed media, home decor areas. As I said, you can put this onto your furniture, but just make sure you seal it. But it is fabulous, it's so easy. And it is an air dry or heat dry product. It's up to you how you want to work with it. So I'm just moving it back into shape a little bit. And I'll give my mat a real good clean after. Get a scrubbing brush to it. Normally I have baby wipes everywhere. To wipe up. So there's no reason why I have a tissue box here. There's no reason, I've gessoed this, so there's no reason why I couldn't put that onto this and have the most fabulous crackled tissue box. That will be a project for later. It's going to be a labour of love, that one, I think. So if you're happy that you've got your colour, I think a smidge more blue, as I'm in my blue phase. There we go. It seems to make the card almost pliable and a lot thicker once you put that the cracking paint on it. So my poppy stencil, I will still get my magnetic sheet, my battered magnetic sheet, bless it, and I think there. That looks pretty good to me. Obviously at home you would mask off your areas, and all I'm going to do is I'm just taking a little bit of black archival ink and I'm building up the layers. Worrying too much about my centres, because my centres can always be, we've got the most fab black pearl dots. So again, hold it down and just, this poor old stencil is a bit of a battered stencil, but it's perfect for this. So we're just masking off, we're just taking our time bit by bit. I don't want any of the leaves if I can help it. So realistically I should have masked off probably, but I'm always impatient. So as I said, I'll put some black pearl drops in the centre just to give it that little bit more dimension. Lovely. And I think perhaps there, that looks pretty nice to me. So hold it down, help your stencil, because you've made it a little bit thicker, it's going to not be as thin as what your paper or your card would normally be. Lovely, and we're just applying bit by bit by bit. No reason why you couldn't spritz through your stencil, it's up to you. How you apply. And we're almost finished. And obviously at home you'll let it dry, build up your layers, let it dry. I'm just showing you how foolproof and how easy using it is. Okay, and I think that looks pretty good to me. So we're just moving it. And you know, we've got some fab inspirational words on the website. Create, inspire, hope, those type of things. So things like your mixed media projects, they would be fabulous to work with this. You know, you could put those on and play around with it. There we go. And I think this can be the last one. Odd numbers, 3s or 5s, work good for me. And it's only just really just to show what you can do with your projects. So I'm quite happy with that. I could relay it over and I could reapply on top if I wanted to get a real thickness and a depth of colour, but a bit of dimension. I've got my little pearl drops, just snip. So these are our lovely little liquid pearls. So let me just get them working. Lovely. Lovely. Just to give it a little bit of dimension so it's not so flat based. Lovely, and then I can hold it up for you. Put the lid on, and there you go. And that just shows you a basic piece of card. How easy is that? And that is just a piece of black card, and then you could matte and layer that. And you could add more stamps, inspirational words and things like that. But it just means that just playing with a piece of card now gives you, you know, a little bit of texture. I hope you enjoyed that. And hopefully we can show you more inspiration with our Sweet Poppy products. Thanks for joining me.